Okay, moment of truth. It's probably not gonna start. Whoa! No way! Huh! So, then what the hell was the problem? Ah, come on. Wow, that's awesome. Wow, I'm really happy right now. I am super happy right now. That was cool. I don't understand, like... Where do I want to go? Let's go this way. That was awesome. Reset my trip so I don't get stranded. What's going on, internet? My name is Chazymoto, and this is the first episode of, well, of just ever, I guess. I'm still not sure what I'm going to call this weekly series. If I'm going to call it anything, I don't know. Maybe I'll just upload videos and just title them all differently. I kind of like the idea. I like the organization of having a series, but I just haven't thought of a name yet. But, you know, that's a lesser important thing. Oh, I was going to turn down there. I guess I won't. How about that? That's a good option. Yeah, so anyways, I am pretty new to riding on the road. I've been riding off-road a large portion of my life, but new to the road and loving every second of it. And I wanted to start making videos because I love making videos and I love riding a motorcycle, so why not do both of them at the same time? So I hope I make some content that you might enjoy. I hope you stick around and consider subscribing, because I'm going to be putting out videos as of right now, I'm thinking Tuesdays. So unless I decide otherwise, you can look forward to new videos every Tuesday. My goal is to give you a glimpse inside the experiences of a new rider, because I am not that experienced. I'd like to share what I find as being the exciting parts or the difficult parts or the interesting things to point out for new riders, because I know there's a lot of people out there that might watch these types of videos, but they've never been on the road. I was exactly one of them. I would watch all the different motovloggers and everything, and because I always wanted a bike, but I just hadn't gotten one yet. And watching other motovlogs was a good way inside getting a really a first-person perspective of riding. A lot of good tips, a lot of good information about things to know before you get on a bike, and so that was super helpful to check out. And also, it's just entertaining. There's something mesmerizing about watching a first-person point-of-view footage on the road. I don't know why. It just is. The bike that I ride is 34 years old. It's a 1982 Honda Magna 750. I got this bike for a couple of reasons. The biggest reason is because I straight up just couldn't afford a newer one, and I definitely wanted... What's going on there? Domestic disturbance. I wanted to get on the road, and I didn't have the money for a new bike, or maybe the bike that I wanted, although I still really... I don't know what bike I truly want, but I do have an affinity for older bikes. I really like bikes from the late 70s, early to mid 80s, Hondas, Yamahas, and I found one for very cheap. I paid $500 for this bike, so I got a wicked good deal on it. It didn't run when I got it, but that was part of my project too. I wanted something that I could really put some TLC into and learn about what makes my motorcycle go, because I've never really had any mechanics experience, and I feel like that's something that people should generally know about. And so I was like, well, if I get a bike that I have to go through to make it run, and I gotta do some work to it, then that's a good way to learn about what makes things go. So I did. I got it. It didn't run. Paid $500 for it. It's probably it's a pretty good deal. It was in beautiful condition for being $500 anyways and not running. But no, all things considered, like, it's in very good shape. The tanks really nice, and the plastics are good, and the chrome is good. And so I looked at all those things, and I just said, all right, this seems like a good deal, and this seems like something that I should do because it's cheap. I have the money, and I'm okay with spending the time and energy getting into it and taking it apart and trying to make it run. It didn't need much. I didn't have to take the motor out or anything, which was, thankfully I didn't have to do that. It just needed some carburetor work and needed to work on the fuel system a little bit. And then, yeah, less than $200 in parts later, I had myself a running bike on the road. And then, once you tack on gear and everything, I got myself a proper jacket, set of gloves and everything, and a helmet. A good helmet. I had a helmet before, but not really one I wanted to ride on the road too much. But I would say I'm less than $1,000 into this, and I got a bike on the road. Now, a lot of guys talk about, well, how much money should you save up to buy a bike? And normally the number is, well, there's a parting of the seas right there. Normally, that number, people kind of agree on maybe $4,000, $5,000. But I think that's if you want like a newer bike, because, and especially a newer bike that you don't really have to do anything to, like it's ready to go. But man, you can really spend very little money if you're willing to put the work in. And people can say all day long, well, I don't know anything about engines. I don't know anything about how to take apart a motorcycle or anything like that. Man, neither did I. I knew nothing. I didn't know a thing, and I just like, okay, I'm gonna learn. And a downloaded PDF of a shop manual and some YouTube tutorials later, and I figured it out, and I made it work. I had some help. I had some help by some people that did know what they were talking about, so that's always handy. But man, you can find those people all over the place. I'm sure, most people know somebody that knows something about motorcycles or about engines in general. And, it's very possible for very little money to get yourself on the road. You may not be able to get the bike that you really want or your dream bike, but you know what? I'd rather be on the road on a bike that runs, that can take me anywhere I want to go, and experience the joy of being out on a motorcycle. I'd rather do that than wait until I can just get my dream bike on the first go round. It's like, who knows how long I'd have to wait. Where are you going? Wow, that guy's taking his half right out of the middle. Cat's toy. That's an interesting license plate choice. Okay, which way are you going? You gonna go over there? Alright. Cat's toy. What about your car is a cat's toy? I don't understand. That's an awfully big toy for a cat. Generally, you don't encourage cats to play with vehicles. Oh, green light, green light, green light, no way. Wow, the number of times you can come through this intersection and get a green light is like 6 million to 1. That was weird. Didn't mean to do that. Stepped on that brake a little too hard. This is never gonna change for me. Oh, no, wait, there's a car behind me. It might! That guy said nice GoPro.